The topic of my project is real-time proximity and health monitoring-cum-alert system with ML-enabled predicting model. The content is resolved into three. First one is objective and motivation. The second part is fabrication and design of the prototype. And finally, the conclusion and reference. The objective of this project is to develop a technology-based solution for kids, senior citizens who are in need of supervision. The motivation of this project is resolved into three cases. The first one is hospital applications, where there may be a case kidnaps and missing patients, especially those who are mentally affected, and children, those who are not aware, would be missing due to these kidnap problems. And the case 2 is hospital applications where there are negligence in hospitals. Especially a doctor can't just make attention to a particular patient, which may turn adverse for the patient's health. The third case is home applications where homemakers can use this device for monitoring babies and senior citizens. The existing model available in the market is Philips Efficia CMS 200, which is a central monitoring system which may cost around 1,50,000 per prototype and would sum up around, for example, 32 patients, it would sum up around 48 lakhs. The second model is Motorola Baby Remote Wireless Video Monitor, which costs around 12,000, which is just a video relay which can be seen from distance, similar to video call. The highlights of our work is this prototype monitors SpO2, heart rate, body temperature, room temperature and humidity and condition of the ambience with the motion details of the patient and alerts the supervisor whenever the set distance is exceeded by the patient or he is trying to escape from the limit. And the health parameters such as SpO2, heart rate, body temperature becomes undesirable and the ambience condition is undesirable. The notification is alert to the supervisor and motions are captured for necessary observation for post analysis, and these data are collected and then fed into a machine learning model will be explained in the further slides. The highlights of the work is it is cost effective, easy to use. The scope extends in the field of healthcare, smart home, security and authentication, data science and machine learning, data analytics, automation, etc. The action plan for work is this prototype is resolved into three parts. The first one is prototype with the patient and prototype placed by the supervisor, then a monitoring device which may be a mobile. To explain the step-by-step working of this project. First step is supervisor sets the required parameter and distance for the patient under observation. Then pairs the Bluetooth with module B. Ties the module A to the patient's hand such that it touches the index finger, the sensor. Then module B is kept within the range of the patient, then monitoring starts. The alert cases are case 1 when the patient moves above the set distance, case 2 when basic health parameters goes undesirable, case 3 when room ambience becomes totally undesirable for the patient, and case 4 is if motion goes very drastic that the action should be taken. Is the application UX which we are going to receive the notification. First one is patient boundary alert notification is displayed whenever the patient crosses the limit, and ambience undesirable notification and breath per minute undesirable notification we can view in the app UX. Now we can see the detailed demonstration of the project. First, the prototype is tied to the hands of the patient such that the sensor touches the index finger and paired with the module B. By connecting these two modules to internet, we can see the parameters are just changing in the real-time database. The temperature and humidity, SpO2 and the motion of the patient is also changing continuously such that real-time data we are able to capture. This is the display of the application. We can see the notification differs for the necessary observations such as BPM and distance, then ambience. And next is the post-processing of this project. First, it is machine learning or deep learning model for prediction. First step is pre-processing of the data which we receive, such that we acquire only the necessary data for sampling and analysis and feeding into the network. The data are divided into three parts. The first one is training, validation, then test data sets, which is fed into machine learning classifier algorithm such as decision tree classifier and random forest algorithm based on the application. If we are using deep learning, we can use MATLAB Deep Network Designer to design our own network of our wish, which may be from GoogleNet, BGG or ResNet. After that, training a network with deep learning convolution neural networks, we get the output such as life expectancy and probable ailments or side effect which the patient would go through after the treatment. This data are then used for the next patient who are affected with similar ailments with the past patients. So this is the brief coverage of my project, and thank you for this opportunity, VIT. The topic